Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and having a great day. To start things off, the cryptocurrency market is back up a tiny bit. We were here a couple days ago where the prices were going back up. My fingers are not crossed at the moment. It appears that the entire death cross or whatever Bitcoin was supposed to have done a couple days ago did not officially happen. This is what I'm reading when I look around the world of crypto. So this appears to be the reason why the prices are slowly going back up, or it could be because a couple of cryptocurrency exchanges have opened, or one of them in particular in South Korea. And this has caused a lot of people to once again dump themselves back into the market. We'll see exactly what happens as time goes along, but it's very nice to at least see things in green, even if it's only just for today. To start things off, yesterday, Vitalik, who is the creator of Ethereum, he proposed something that he pretty much said that he wanted to let people know whether a limit on the amount of Ether that is being created should ever be set. Because one of the things about Ethereum that a lot of people do not know is there is no set number of Ethereum that will be created, but I think the amount that's created every single year is usually less than 1% of the total amount that is floating around. So it just slightly stays behind inflation. This is because they believe eventually in the future, Ethereum, enough people will want Ethereum. So this will allow more people to get into the system, whatever, what have you. So this was made yesterday, and when I woke up this morning, I was actually going to make a video on this because I thought this was really important. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool, because this is something that I had thought about for a long time, putting a cap on the number of Ethereum that are floating around, because this will obviously, besides what the technology may be able to do, this will also be able to help out the price as you set a cap on the number of coins that are floating around, which helps a lot of people to think, okay, this currency or whatever is sparse, there's not a lot of them around, so let's go and pick up as many as we can, and this will increase the price. So when I thought about making this video about this happening, I think I took about a 30-minute break. I went and got some tea, came back, and lo and behold, not even joking, this was an April Fool's joke by Vitalik, which I think is kind of weird. I know he has a sense of humor, but I think something like this, something as important as this when the market is completely down, probably should not have been done. So the joke goes, he said pretty much the entire 120 million full stop Ethereum that would ever be made, he said this was a complete joke, ha ha ha. But he said on another side of the coin, if people think that this actually should happen, maybe we should actually vote on this happening. Let's see if that's ever going to happen. There are a number of coins that do not have a maximum cap on them. But this is for a reason. There's a reason why this is happening within the coins, especially because it's been noted before, especially with Bitcoin. There are millions of Bitcoin that are completely lost, and the same is happening with Ethereum as well. There are believed to be a couple million Ethereum that will always be lost and or destroyed and or lost on old computers. So this is why they continue to create, or will continue to create, Ethereum every single year in order to keep up with the supply that has been lost. Come to find out, this was completely fake. And even better, I thought, because this has also been floating around, that the Ethereum community is talking about a hard fork happening on the network in order to stop ASICs made by Bitmain to control the amount of mining that's done on the Ethereum network before proof of stake ends up happening. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, you know, this clearly has to be real. They're definitely going to do something. They would never joke about something like this. They also, this I actually didn't see, which I think is really funny. Vitalik also announced that they were also going to launch another coin, which was pretty much going to be an Ethereum stable coin. He said this pretty much as an April Fool's joke as well, posted on April 1st, in order to make a joke about the stable coins that are floating around on the markets. For those who do not know about Tether, and I think there's also USD or True USD, I think that's the other one. Bittrex has also created a new pairing for both of these coins. So if you so desire, you can trade between two coins that are always supposed to be pegged at $1. I'm not exactly sure what the exact reason for this is, of being able to trade between them, but this was his joke at the Ethereum stablecoin, which probably, I'm sure, drove a couple of people crazy when they thought that a new form of Ethereum was going to come out. And lastly, on this topic, he also, where do I even start? So the joke that he made overall for the official Ethereum stablecoin was actually a copy and paste from TRON's white paper, which is the plagiarized white paper that everyone knew about. Yeah, as Buterin revealed, 20% of the post was plagiarized from the TRON website, a clear play on the accusations of that much of TRON's white paper was plagiarized from other projects. He has a sense of humor. I'm sure it was lost on a lot of people who were expecting like really good news or for news to happen on that date. But yeah, so much of the news, if you heard anything yesterday, take it with a grain of salt. There were a lot of things that I saw in the crypto news floating around, and a lot of them were clearly fake, but this one got me without a doubt. So it's, as it stands, nothing is pretty much real except for the possibility of the hard fork to stop the mining capabilities. And the 120 million cap is, I think, a coin toss at this point if the community feels that this should actually happen. Last up. So Russia appears to be readying regulations of blockchain technology and ICOs, refraining from an outright ban, as the world's biggest country by territory looks to benefit from the surging popularity of ICOs. What's more, Russia is positioning its national currency, the ruble, to play an integral part in the ICO process. Russia's Minikomsvyaz has prepared regulations for ICOs, according to a local news source, Kommersant, publishing the document in Russian, of course, which is currently in the public discussion stage. Some of the most notable points in the document are ICOs would be accredited for a period of 5 years. Accreditation is proposed by the voluntary and controlled by Minikomsa. I'm not going to read through the entire thing. You guys can see it on the screen right here. I'm pointing to it as if you guys can see my finger. I knew this was going to happen. Good job, Russia, for the ban scare. They know that there's money to be made in this. There was a documentary that is floating around online about people dealing in cryptocurrencies in Russia. It is major business, and Russia knows this as well, and they're definitely going to try and make money off of this. I think we also have news from, I want to say it was Taiwan and Thailand. Don't quote me on those two places, but they're also working on preparing their regulations in this month in April. And there's also one other place that's also talking about putting out their ICO and cryptocurrency framework this month. So hopefully this does have a positive effect on the entire market as we get clarity on exactly what is happening around the world with cryptocurrencies and ICOs. All right, everyone, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you're all having a great day. Hope you guys had a great week, and hope you guys are still having a great holiday. If you, depending on which country that you are in, it's still being celebrated. And yeah, thank you all once again, and I'll talk to you all soon. See you.